Welcome back.
This whole business is distasteful. Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
We may not have time. The breach will not wait for deliberation.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Yes, you can.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Solas?
Save yourself and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife here.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Awesome. Okay, you got something else to say? I see that thing on the desk. Okay, let's see.
May I help you?
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Herbs or herbs?
Goodbye.
Stay safe out there.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then I read the list. Okay. There we go. I already have them.
May I help you?
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Sweet. There's another quest. You need more herbs. Herbs.
A pleasure to see you again.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Okay, let's see what's on the list this time. Well, look at there. I have them already.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
No way. See, all of that looting is paying off right now. I still have a quest.
Pleasure to see you again.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
You notice her boobs are higher than everybody else's? How the hell you did that? Oh, man. Crystal Grace. Okay, I'll find some eventually.
The Inquisition. Thank the Maker you came. Tell me you're here to reinstate the circles and end this madness.
I'm sorry. I didn't get your name.
Hanley Dervain of the Cumberland Circle of Magi. I heard of your miraculous survival at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and I am so honored to meet you.
Well, aren't you nice? Thank you. Oh, I hit the wrong... I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to kill you, I promise. I hit the wrong button.
How can I help you?
I thought this was the stronghold of the rebellion. Why do you want the circles back?
I never supported this rebellion. I'm a loyal Andrastian, and I deplore the chaos this war has wrought. The Templars rebelling, the murder of the Most Holy. I can scarce live with the guilt.
Then what are you doing in Redcliffe?
The circles voted. Rebellion won out. What was I to do? Launch a counter-rebellion on my own? I followed my first enchanter's lead, as I always have. She brought us here.
Yeah, what do you think now?
Daggone it!
It's been an honor.
What is wrong with me today?
How can I help you?
I take it you don't support the Tevinters.
Andraste's ashes, never. They don't even sing the right chant. And they sacrifice children, don't they? I don't know how the Grand Enchanter could think of accepting their offer. You can get us out of this bargain, can't you? Before we're all shipped off to the Imperium like cattle.
I don't know I have the power to do that.
I haven't seen anyone from Tevinter in the village.
They're all at the castle, plotting, no doubt.
Thank you for your time.
It's been an honor.
Yeah, I don't know if I can end this mage thing. I'd like to. See, they don't tell you what the stats are. So screw it. YOLO, you know. I need upgrades. So I'm just gonna buy the most expensive.
I confess, Solas, I am surprised you decided to remain.
Why? The breach remains a threat to us all.
Just the same. I wondered if you might leave now that we have a plan to seal it.
Ah, because I am an apostate. I might flee before the Inquisition throws me in chains. I take my commitment seriously, Seeker. Come what may, I shall see this through.
As you wish. Though I cannot guarantee what will happen in the days to come.
Interesting. So she's questioning his loyalty. All right, big bad table. I'm not gonna run from you anymore. I have a perk. It's been sitting here a while.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
I need to do this. There's one thing that I'm curious about. In Redcliffe, I kept bumping into locked doors. And that's when it dawned on me. It's like, well, where is my lockpicking skill? Well, it's here. Which I was not expecting. That meant that, you know, anybody would have a lockpicking skill. So, I'm just checking out this table right now to see what it's about. And I just want to make sure that that is the only way that... I mean, rogues are supposed to be able to pick locks. It just doesn't make sense to me that anybody could get that because it's a perk. You see what I'm saying? That just seems so unrogue-like. So I'm gonna see about this. But I have not been utilizing the table because I really didn't have a whole lot of power, so... Until now, forces have had the benefit of the Chantry's deep coffers, but now the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own sources of revenue. Now that's a very good point. That is
Let's see what we have.
a very good point, that now we are responsible for our own money. I didn't stop to think about the financial connection between the Chantry and anything, to be honest, but then that just makes it more of a conflict of interest of Bull's latest thing. You know, that just doesn't I'm just hoping that that doesn't come back to bitch slap me. You know? Yeah, because they already think badly of the Inquisition. So it's like, can't we keep it in our pants for... I mean, there's other villagers you can hump around with. So, okay, I'm beginning to understand the big bad table here. And I just have to decide what's a priority to me. But I think I need to keep people on missions as much as possible. I haven't been doing that. So I'm going to come back to this. I got to think on that lockpicking thing.
What can I do for you?
Well, actually, I'm thinking about screwing Dorian. Maybe you can change my mind.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
Sometimes I think this game can hear me.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
Because Bioware's goal is to troll me.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee Tevinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
Oh, don't make him the really nice guy. Come on.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Oh, come... Seriously?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Kun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Are you trying to tell me he's honest and loyal and...
What can I do for you?
protective?
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
And honorable? He's screwing the chantry chicks. See, there's a hypocrisy there. I'm still screwing Dorian. I don't care what you say. Now I feel guilty for even thinking it. Ugh!